whole staff, the university, because they took a chance on me out the portal, knowing that I could be, ineligible. And when that news came back, nothing changed. Only thing changed that was I couldn't play. So these guys, they stuck by me the whole year. Motivated me, kept me going. Each and every day. I showed up in the building even though I knew I couldn't play. And it's just a blessing because we all talked about winning the championship, and we knew we could do it. We put the belief in each other. So whenever I was granted eligible and the next year came, it was a clean slate. I could sit and pout about it, or I could be ready for when this moment's here. So it's just a blessing to be here. I just can't put any words on it, really. Can't put any words on it.
All right, guys, we're going to stay on the right side here. We're going to you here on the right. Yep, you.
Hey, Xavion, Jake Sloan, Devil's Digest. You've played state championships in the stadium, and now to do it in front of your friends and family at the collegiate level, what does that mean to you, just being a kid from Texas?
Man, it means a lot. You see this game a lot growing up, and you dream of playing in it. And you see this stadium a lot. You dream of playing it. I got to play in it twice before now. On the high school level, and it's just nothing but God that I got to do it again. Third time. Last time I was in here, confetti was raining, so I took that as a sign that this time same thing would happen. Especially with these guys, the belief that we had on the team. Coming into this game, whole week, we knew that we could win this game, and I told them that everything we've been doing the whole year, our culture has been a championship culture. Even though we don't say that, even though we don't say, championship culture, but we have been building, a championship team this whole year. And to come out, and finish it off like that, to continue pressing and twist the knife, not be done, just show that, we're here to work, and we just going to be here, regardless of, who believes in us, who not, each and every week, each and every day. We could be. We love being the underdog as well. We love when we see that outside on the media. We feel like we're in our place. So just coming in here is just a blessing to be on this team with these guys.
All right, we're going to stay along the aisle here. Go 4 rows back on the aisle.
Shahan Gerald from CBS Sports. This is for Sam. I'm curious, can you tell me a little bit about how Cam is on the sidelines, especially when you guys aren't in the game? I mean, what's he kind of like?
Yeah, I mean, he's a little bit of a spaz, But, he's just talking over scheme and telling me what he sees on the field and exactly what he's thinking, and talk about a super cerebral player. He's one of the best that I played with, just minds, if not the best. I think back to his little run around and throw. I shouldn't have done that probably, but he knew where I was at, so it wasn't going to be intentional grounding, so it was actually a super smart play.
Smart play.
And then
Smart play.
but I mean, yeah, the kid's just he's unreal. So,
All right, guys, we're going to go on the right-hand side, 6 rows back to Chris.
Cam, Chris Vernini with The Athletic. You were having a lot of your teammates sign your belt after you got that. Why'd you want to do that?
My O-line, because we wouldn't be in this position if we didn't have them. Me and this guy right here were scoring touchdowns. Those guys have put in the effort to get better every day. And you see it week in and week out. They just get better and better and better. And I don't know how many yards I have this season, but they're the reason for it. And even being in the Heisman talk is awesome. And those are that's the reason. Those guys up front, and I just want to keep spreading love to those guys because they deserve it.
All right, guys, we're going to go 8 rows back on the far left side.
Cam, Phil Woodall, KPUR in Amarillo, Texas. Playing at a non-Power 4 conference or a smaller school, something like that, what did that do for you to make that transition to a Power 4 conference and become a better player?
I had coaches at that level that were better than that level, and they developed me to become to the level that I'm playing at now. And coming to this school at ASU and having Coach Iguano and Coach Dillingham and those guys also pushing me and making me better because they know what it takes to be successful at this level. I've been set up for success because the beloved coaches that I have and the teammates I have that trust me and believe in me, and the reason I'm here is because of them.
All right, we're going to go back here on the left side, 4 rows back.
Kenneth Berry, touchdowns and tangents. For Sam and Xavier, obviously, DB quarterback, when that targeting play kind of happened, what were both your initial reactions, and what was your reaction to the explanation of why it was targeting and why you got ejected?
Honestly, with all the different types of targeting, I thought that was a pretty clean hit. his head was up. I just think it's football. It happens. Obviously, we can't really, we don't really have an outcome on that. We can control, but obviously Shamari is in good spirits, and we just next man up. We just keep that next man up mentality throughout the whole team. Even offensively, like everybody talked about. We had a JT, go down, but the offense was the offense. We believe they did what they do. Like they score points. Scat, Sam, X. All the receivers. Everybody stepped up. Like we're one team, and that's the thing about this team. Like we just together, and until that 60 minutes, is a race off the clock. We're gonna play as hard as we can, and just compete. That's all.
All right, we're going to go to the very last row along the aisle.
This question's for Sam. Nick Robbins, Everything College Football Podcast. On a 4th and 1 in the first half, you guys were deep in your own territory. What did you see in the build-up to that play that led you guys to go out and gamble on there? That's a tough decision to make. What was the discussion and lead-up, and ultimately the play turned into a big gain, and what was the reaction after that?
Yeah, we knew on 3rd and 4th and 1 they were either going to play cover 1 or play cover 0, essentially, whether that was all out or zero rat. So we knew we were going to have a little stutter and go. If we gave big action, we got number 4 in the backfield, so everybody's got to account for him. So I just gave good action, pulled the safety down, and then Melquan was able to give a little bluff and go and just take off down the field. And I mean, great call by Arroyo. I was pretty shocked he called it that early in the game, but we practiced it all week. And we were successful. We were 100% throughout the week on it. So just big time players make big time plays and those kind of moments, and essentially I'd call Arroyo a player for that.
All right, we're going to go second row, second seat in here on the left side, guys.
Hey, Cam, this is Sammy Newt, Cronkite Sports. You broke out the Heisman celebration today for the first time this season, and you got to do it 3 times. Can you go into your reasoning on why you decided to hit the pose today?
Because I've been disrespected my whole life. I've always been the underdog, and nobody respects the fact that I'm the best running back in the country. And I'm going to stand on that. And if people want to disrespect that, I'm going to keep going. And I'm going to keep proving people wrong. And whatever NFL team takes me is going to get a gem. And I'm going to give it everything I got for them. And no matter winning the Heisman or losing the Heisman, I should still be in that situation.
All right, we're going to go all the way in the back on the far right side, second to last row.
Chris Cartman, son of a source. Cam, you're the second over here. You're 2,000 yards from scrimmage. Never happened in ASU history, and Kane Dillingham's coached 2 of those players, one in 2018. What is it about this scheme that helps enable your position to be so successful?
I mean, there's so many options you can do with me. The receivers don't get the option to run the ball. They have to catch the ball for the most part, And I get the option to catch the ball in the backfield, run the ball, throw the ball possibly, kick the ball possibly. I have that option because I'm back there with the quarterback. And, I'm just blessed to be in this position. He understands what he has back there, and Coach Arroyo uses me to his max potential. And that's why I'm here, and that's why I stayed, because I knew that I was in a good position to be successful. And I love playing for this football team.
All right, guys, we're going to come right here to the front row, right in the middle.
Michelle Gardner, Arizona Republic. This is for Xavier. We all talked about Jordan Tyson going down and what a blow that was. So can you kind of talk about getting your chance and really stepping up and helping?
Yeah, we knew last game when he went down. First of all, like besides just being a teammate, that's our brother. So it hurt a lot to see that he all the work that he had put in, he wasn't going to play with us. But we knew when one man goes down, somebody had to step up, and we all collectively as a group, I feel like chipped in from top to bottom. We had Malik, who's out since week 4, came in, made a great play down the field, and it's just trust. We work with Sam every single day, so there's that trust. Like when one man goes down, we feel confident the next guy's gonna step up, and Melquan had some great plays today, and then from top to bottom, I was just proud about how everybody reacted to the pressure situation. Big 12 championship, nobody tucked their tail, and we all stepped up to the challenge, and I was really proud of how everybody reacted.
All right, guys, we're going to go all the way back to the TV riser on the far right.
Jordan Ham, Sports 360 AZ. This is for Sam and Guillory. Can you just speak to the connection that you've continued to develop here these past couple of weeks where X has been able to find the end zone 4 times in 3 games?
Yeah, it just dates back to all the practices, just getting on the same page. We talk about, exactly how I want the route ran, So last week, we caught Arizona in a cover zero look, and I told him, hey, be ready for the ball. It's going to be cover zero. I'm just going to put it up there. So we gave a little stutter step and go. Massive play, and then, come out here and catch 2 slot fades in some big-time moments, So nothing but props to him and just the work that we've put in, and, so I'm just super happy and proud of him.
Yeah, so Sam makes it easy. He works hard. Probably one of the hardest workers on the team. So when he stepped on campus, I knew had something with him. We were, by ourselves on the field, just getting our timing down, and that's with everybody from top to bottom. It doesn't matter. Sam can throw to anybody, so he makes it really easy for me. And I was just glad I was able to run my route. We practiced that every single day. So when that ball was in the air, it was like we already repped that thousands of times before the season even started. So that was just 1,001.
Did not make it easy. I don't know if y'all saw that catch.
All right, guys, we're going to come here on the aisle, right side, right here, second row.
Ryan Myers, Devil's Digest. Xavion, this is for you. The defensive back room was incredible today, holding 2 1,000-yard receivers to minimal yardage for this game for the most part. What do you make of just the performance of your group as a whole and then the game plan going in and how you guys are able to execute so well?
Them guys step up to the challenge each and every week. Us as the DBs, when we got together this summer, the way we worked, we wanted to be, one of the best secondaries in the country. And, we feel like we put in that work to do that. All we have to do is come out and show that throughout the season. We've been getting better and better each week, all those guys, and it's kind of, I want to say this too, I made first team all conference, but each and every one of them guys I play with should be on that list. Like, there's no way possible that they don't make those lists. And there's no way possible I don't make that list without them. They make my job easy. The way they communicate, just the players they are physically, Xavion getting the forced fumble, coming up tackling, Keith with the interception, like Shamari coming in, forced fumble, Ghost coming down, making tackles, me making, one of the best secondaries in the country from top to bottom. So, we challenge each other throughout this summer. I challenge them a lot. You can ask them myself. Sometimes it was uncomfortable. DBs, you got to kind of be tight. We like brothers. It's just us 5 out there. So, each and every ball that's thrown, behind the linebackers and D-line, that's on us. So, we step up to that challenge each and every week. And 2,000-yard receivers, 3, 4, we're going to step up to the challenge each and every week. It don't matter who we play, what logo, it don't matter. I feel like we got the best secondary in the country and for sure in this conference.
All right, we're going to stay on the right-hand side and go 8 rows back in the middle.
All right, this question is for Cam. I'm just wondering, and this is Chad doing iHeartRadio, was it during camp or was there a point during the season when you knew that you had a special group, that this team had a chance to compete for a Big 12 championship? When was that moment?
When we had guys pushing other guys in a positive way. There was a time where it was very negative from last year to this year, and for some reason there was a switch that flickered. And we hit that switch, and it's been different ever since. I couldn't tell you the exact date, but there was a time where it wasn't going to go like this, and then a day later it was. And ever since that day, this team's been nothing but on the forward trajectory. And I respect that because everybody's pushing each other, and there's no negativity in the room, and that's what makes a team. No matter how much money people are making, no matter how much things are being tossed around, or names are being tossed around, or who's not getting the ball, who's getting the ball, everybody on the team's been positive, and that's why I respect Coach Dillingham, because he's bringing guys in that want to play football and that love to play football. Even if they're not in the game, they have a positive attitude towards the guys that are playing.
All right, guys, we're going to go second row right here, 3 seats in the middle.
Elliot Polikoff, Arizona's Family. This is for Sam and Guillory. Can you guys just talk about Cam breaking off those crazy runs? You guys have seen it all year, but he had a couple of those wild ones where he was just winding and weaving, breaking tackles, 50-yarders. I mean, what's that like for you guys just kind of on the field when that's happening?
Yeah, I got the best seat in the house. It's pretty wild. I'll hand him the ball, carry out my fake a little bit, kind of peep back, get ready for a gain of 5 or whatever. And I just see the dude kind of, weaving through some traffic and randomly busts loose and breaks one and goes for 70. So, he's the best player in the nation, flat out. Most dominant player. You want to talk about the Heisman race. You talk about a player who's the most dominant in the game, and he does that every single week in and week out against the best competition. So all props to him.
Yeah, as a receiver, I'm blocking for him. It's like every game I'm blocking for him. Okay, cool. Oh, he's still running. Okay, I run down. Okay, there we go. Oh, my gosh, he's still running. So I'm running 100 yards just to go block for this dude. I was at Idaho State while he was at Sac State, so we was in the same conference. So I've seen this since 2021. Like, this dude is crazy. Like, I don't understand his contact balance. Like, it's cool not to understand it because it's fun to. Like he said, I got the best seat in the house. I'm literally just watching this dude run through people. Like I don't even know. I can't even compare it. Like, this dude's so much fun to watch, and I'm glad I was able to, finally team up with him and, block downfield with him. It's been all year and stuff. So, like Sam said, he's one of the best, if not the best, player in the country.
Thanks, guys.
Not very fun to see him at practice either. Not very fun.
All right, guys, we're going to go along the aisle 4 rows back.
Shahan Jairaj again from CBS Sports. This is for Xavion. You've obviously been at some places before that have lots of highly recruited kids. I mean, how does it impact a program when maybe the biggest name on the field is somebody who started his career at Sac State?
That's what, me going to places I've been, that's what people don't understand about college football. It's not the logos. It's the people in the building. It's the people in the building. Like, these people, they actually care. They're people. They have feelings. They have emotions. They're not afraid to, show that. Some places you go somewhere, people try to uphold a ego or, stuff like that. Like, everybody in this building love each other. And you can see that in our play. Like, we play like we love each other, And like I said, it's not about the logos. Like, they predicted us last. They predicted us to be last in this conference. But I guarantee you nobody in the building thought we was the worst team in the conference. And that's because we believe in each other and we care. We see the work that we put in. Nobody sees the work that we put in. Nobody's there in June 1st, June 2nd, 3rd, July. Nobody in fall camp, day 16, 17, where me and this guy been going heads up every day and Sam been throwing at it, going against the receiver. Nobody sees that. Like, nobody sees that. And like I said, logos don't mean anything. What makes a team special is the team and the people in the building. That's why we're sitting here right now, because we believed and we continue to believe and we continue pushing through the ups and downs, through the losses, that we had, through the injuries. We continue pushing and we continue believing. And that's why, we sitting up here conference champs.
All right, we got time for 2 more questions. We're going to go second row on the far left side on the aisle.
Patrick Allen, Current Kind News. This is for Xavier. So first, where you're like, I don't know who Cam's like, I'll say a little bit of Josh Jacobs. Second, for you, just what was the impact of just getting this one for Jordan? Obviously, you talked about how you can relate to both being in positions where having lower leg injuries that are devastating. In this case, obviously, with the collarbone, but just getting this for him and continuing to win, knowing that he'd love to be out there. And just, was there any type of message either pre or at halftime between you and the receiver room or just the offense of, we got to get this one for him?
Yeah, since last Saturday when we found out, like I said, beyond just teammates, we're brothers, and off the field, like, that's one of my best friends. We do a lot together, FCA, we go to, church together, we do Bible studies together, and, I've seen so much of JT off the field. Like, that's my brother, and we all felt that when he went down. We want to go out there and win this for him because, he was the most dominant receiver in the Big 12 this year, and I wouldn't have been here without him. So we were all glad just to, chip in, and glad he was here to see that. And, that's one of my best friends, and I wanted to make sure that we got this, win for him. And, I was just glad to see him out there just coaching everybody up. He was still just as much in the game as if he was playing and stuff. So that's just a testament to who he is as a person and his character.
All right, guys, we're going to come over here, standing up on the far right side.
It's a question for Xavier. Last week against Arizona, after you guys won, Xavier and Alford was in the press conference with a Jesus One shirt, and after your first touchdown in this game, you kind of pointed up to the sky, saying like, "It's not me, it's all God." What does it mean to be able to pronounce your faith like that in such a big stage?
Like, I'm glad you asked that. I appreciate you asking that. Our faith. I'm just so glad that, the Lord had us here for a reason, and He brought us all here for a reason. And we wouldn't be here without him. We're talented. Everybody wants to, when we score, cameras, all that stuff. But we know who was there when we didn't have none of this. The Lord brought me through so much. I know He's brought these guys through so much. And it's just a testament to, that when we, show our faith, and like, that's what's most important to me. I'm sure that's what's more important to these guys too, is just putting the Lord first, and our successes in the down times and in the up times. So I'm so glad I had the opportunity. Anytime I get a chance in the end zone, I'm giving out to the Lord, and I appreciate you asking that question, and it means a lot to me.